event of transformation that travels around the globe. And I want to start the workshop with hands-on 1 hour sunrise hunting with the people who want to join the workshop. Only 1 hour because I don't want you guys to suffer from jet lag.
What if models could be used to project our body of senses across vast geographic distances or between infinitesimal scales? How can this be used to both develop a new experience of or as artworks to expand our body of senses? I'm an artist and I want to work with other artists and scientists to explore these questions. So, just give a little quick demonstration. This kind of reversal that's happening when you see a sunrise, that you actually think that all of a sudden you start thinking that the sun is revolving around the planet as opposed to the these images. Yeah, we haven't. I don't think that we really addressed yet the population of the atmosphere with all of our senses. I think that's really interesting. When you look at the concrete or the floor, you know what that actually tastes like, or that it's not tasting, it's licking. Yeah, licking. So that means that at some point in your life you actually licked all of these things. It's unclear when you did it, but you did lick the concrete, and you have.
How are you bringing? Are you still in this stage of chasing the sun?
We're supposed to do this Celtic, so we decided to start off with a conceptual discussion a little bit before we do the hands-on sun hunting. So this whole idea of a traveling event over the globe that would give kind of an overview effect, we thought is very interesting and relevant, but it has already been covered by many other projects, especially also Honor came up with some extra examples. So then we sort of thought that we could focus the project on a total different feeling, and that would be an experience of time standing still.
There's clearly a very strong interest in the group in, kind of how the sun rises, some kind of metaphor for how the planet's changing, for climate change, for, kind of all of the challenges that we face, and the notion of somehow pressing pause on that process, or as someone beautifully put it, giving time a break, was, I think, part of the sort of poetics, I guess, that the group was exploring.
Also say that it's a kind of journey. Like, I like this idea you're talking about having jet lag but not having gone anywhere. I think that's an important idea.
That's an important aspect to it.
So at some point you depart and at some point you arrive, but it's unclear when that is, at least the arrival. And maybe it's nice that you can say that tomorrow morning the sunrise is like kind of the start of the journey, which sort of just never ends because because the sense of time has been completely reconfigured. So it begins tomorrow morning at the sunrise, and then it just continues as long as the Earth follows, or as long as the Earth goes around the sun. Yeah, that's one thing that people don't do terribly well. Well, they do it all the time.
You could say something like over the last 300 years, or what you said before, or is that too
we can talk about the human condition. Like in the last 200 years, we've produced more than humans have made in the last 2,000 years. You could say something like this.
Humans have So as soon as we start the projection, that we say for people that they should wear sunglasses, otherwise their eyes might be hurt. We thought that we could make them, so if you look at the products, I've already presented a very nice example. We could make this from white paper and also using the laser.
In order to bring this into policy making and make it more attractive to the policy makers that will be listening to this, we have reframed it somewhat.
Yes.
And we looked at this, the accelerated pace of life, and making time standing still can be a sort of a solution to that. The jet lag aspect anymore, I think.
Okay.
I think the jet lag's really, that's how we even arrived at this point, I think, in the whole project. I think the jet lag is the proof. That's the but I think you can talk about it as the moment of discovery that this phenomenon exists or something.
But it's true that we shouldn't write it totally out because it is sort of a proof of that it has this time shifting effect.
Yeah.
And it's time.
Our technology follows it, granting its users eternal sunrise. Wherever there's a need to decelerate, one can tap into this channel.
The consequence of our technology is manifold. It's existential. Before web technology, the relationship between man and the universe was clear. Now, instead of circling the sun, we have tamed it.
I see you're printing?
We're cutting. Yeah, we're cutting the Inuit sunglasses. Yeah, this one, well, this was a prototype and we changed some things on it. So.
Did you put it on?
Well, that's what we changed. This is a little bit too small, but I can just show you just for a moment.
You gotta make a big one for me. Is it very long?
Well, yeah, the glass, it's not for glasses.
In order to show our project, Time Standing Still, we would kindly ask you to wear the protective eyewear that is handed to you.
We departed on a journey that will be without an end. As the sun rose this morning at 7:52 a.m., our machine began to work, and it has effectively stopped time.
There is a need for many to slow down, maybe even to the point of making time standing still. At the same time, we need to remain energized. We need to move towards the light. Therefore, the moment in time we have chosen is the sunrise. Zang, toom, 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 toom.
The idea is that in the background of us doing the presentation, you see the sunrise in a continuous amount of times. I don't know whether you experienced that. And the idea of these sunglasses is that you have to protect yourself from a sunrise when you look at it.
This stuff is dynamic. So the data that we're looking at, yes, it is Twitter, but it is also the petabytes of data that are built up in real time on the traffic flow of cities, on the spread of epidemics around countries at any one moment. So we're looking at massive data sets, non-heterogeneous data which is just extremely big. And like the brain, online data is also an exciting medium.